I am Megan Burley. I'm an early childhood special education teacher, and we work on speech and language. A lot of our kids are in there for communication skills, so we work on a lot of communication, getting kids to learn how to communicate however they can, whether at first it's through gestures or some kids it starts off with just taking us to where they want, so we learn what they want, and then we work on sign language or getting them to start using more articulation skills, sounds, or language. We build their language a lot, so before playtime they have to, however they can communicate, tell us what toy they want to use. So a lot of language skills. Some of our kids are working on gross motor skills, like how to throw a ball, walking up and down the stairs. So every time we're in the hallway, we're practicing those skills too. We're working on being kindergarten ready for a lot of ours because they're going to go to kindergarten soon. So we're working on those skills, like even just sitting in a chair for any length of time. Social skills is a big one. So learning how to communicate with peers, adults, sharing's a big one we work on. An IEP is an individualized education plan. Before an IEP, they'll sit down with the parent and ask them questions about their child to see what kind of skills their child needs to work on. What are the concerns of the parent? So if your child is delayed in speech and language, you'll tell the special education teacher or the occupational therapist or the speech and language pathologist, whoever you're working with, you'll sit down and explain what your concerns are for their child, and then they'll do some evaluations with their child. And then after that, we have an IEP where we take all the data that was collected during that evaluation and we go over and see where the child is delayed. We come up with an individualized plan for your child to meet their needs, to work on the skills that they need to learn and grow. But one of the most rewarding things is when you see a child that has been working on a skill, the moment when you see the light bulb go off. So a lot of my kids, we work on language, so the first time you hear them make a sound approximation, which is if they're trying to say a word and they haven't been able to say, or they've only used gestures before, and if they start to try to say that word or the actual word comes out, just seeing that light bulb go off, seeing them make that progress. And sometimes it's just little baby steps, but it's the little things that over time will add up. We had a student before who when he was born, they said he would never walk. And he used a walker. When he came to us, he was using a walker. But then one day he just got up, he was holding onto a bookshelf and he started taking steps. So we recorded it for mom and dad and we sent it, we showed it to him when he got picked up. So that kind of stuff, those little moments that turn into big moments. If you think your child might need extra support, it doesn't hurt to ask. So call the school district you live in, call their special education services office. Talk with the special education director there and they'll be able to give you, point you in the right direction. Do we think your child needs an evaluation? Can you come in for a screening to see so we can meet them? Tell them about your concerns. That way it won't hurt to ask. The best thing you can do is get services early on to help support them as soon as you can, so that way they can start working on those skills.